everyone. Welcome. We're the Pass the Time players, and we have a new story for you this evening, The Witch and the Wizard. Now, before we get started, we want to invite you to like our Facebook page and make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel so you don't miss any of the upcoming stories. But now, let's not delay our story any longer. Let's meet our cast. My name is Debbie, and I will be your narrator.
My name is Roy, and I am Atlas.
Hi, my name is Sarah, and I'm playing Serena.
Hi, I'm Michael, and I'll be playing Magnus.
My name's Joe, and I'll be playing Dante.
Now sit back, get yourself comfy, and enjoy The Witch and the Wizard. In a faraway land, there was a revered sorcerer named Atlas. He could make almost anything out of simple air. Almost everyone relied on him to keep daily life possible and safe. His work could be found almost anywhere, from magical fountains that shot water high into the sky to floating trolleys that made moving goods easier. It was all thanks to Atlas. Now, Atlas loved to enjoy the fresh air before working, so one day he put on his bright green robe and tall yellow hat and set out. As he was on his way to town, he saw a young girl with long brown hair near the main river.
What a most curious sight! A young girl in all black by herself. I wonder how she is preoccupying her time. Oh dear, it appears a puppy is all alone on the other side of the river. It's stuck. I should help.
It isn't stuck. It's my puppy, silly. I can get to him whenever I want. Besides, we're playing. He and I run back and forth down the river. When I want to pick him up, all I do is close my eyes and...
As the young girl closed her eyes, she disappeared in a puff of smoke and appeared on the opposite side of the river. Just as quickly as she appeared, she was gone again. The next thing Atlas knew, she appeared standing right next to him, holding her puppy.
Oh, remarkable! You're a natural at using magic. You could work at not creating so much smoke, though. Have you had training? What's your name?
Your hat is really tall. I like it, but I think it would be better in black. My name is Serena. I haven't had any training. To be honest, I don't know the first thing about magic. Who are you?
I am the sorcerer Atlas. No training, huh? I've long since sought a protege, and someone as talented as you could do incredible things. I would like for you to become my student. What do you say, my dear?
Oh, wow, you're the great Atlas? It's amazing to meet you. It would be an honor to learn from you.
Excellent. Come with me. I've got a few errands to run, and there'll be wonderful learning exercises.
The two walked into town toward the library.
You're smart. Can you tell me how magic works?
Have you ever felt so happy that you could jump up and down?
Yeah, when I'm with my friends or playing with my puppy.
Have you ever felt very sad?
Sometimes. Why? Is that bad?
No, not at all. Emotions and feelings are how we react to the world. Some people have such strong feelings that they change the world because of it. These people can use magic. When you choose to let good thoughts fill your mind, you can help the world, create beautiful objects, or even fix things. If you let angry and awful thoughts fill your head, though, the magic you make will harm the world.
Does that mean only bad people can do magic?
Oh, anyone can do good or bad, regardless of magic. The key is to care about others and help those around you. If you do that, then your magic will always be good. That is my first lesson.
As they reached the library made of great gray stones, they could see a group of children playing near the front steps of the building with a bright red ball. A young boy with glasses sat reading a book on the steps by himself. Atlas guided Serena to the side of the building where there was a large hole in the wall.
We're not going inside?
Oh, not today. This is our second lesson. You see, the head librarian is an old friend of mine and asked for help. A storm caused a tree to fall and destroy part of the roof and south wall. The library barely has enough money to stay open, and it can't afford repairs. If the damage isn't fixed, the books will get harmed and decades of information will be lost. I can't let that happen. So we are here to fix this wall.
You have no tools. So that must mean you know how to restore objects.
Oh, gifted and smart. You are correct. The process is not too difficult. The secret is to think.
Then a loud yell was heard from the front of the library.
That didn't sound good. We should probably see what happened.
As Serena and Atlas arrived, all the children were forming a circle and laughing. One girl started to point at the boy on the steps and said, "Come on, bookworm, can't you do anything but read?"
But I like to read. Besides, you can still play without me. I don't mind.
The kids started to laugh at the boy. They started to chant, "Mopey Magnus, Mopey Magnus, Mopey Magnus."
Please, just leave me alone.
The girl bully began to imitate Magnus. "Please, just leave me alone. You can't do anything right. That's why you read all by yourself. Magnus trips and falls all the time. No one wants to see him. He should just disappear."
Stop it! I didn't do anything to you. And why do you have to make fun of me?
The girl didn't care how upset Magnus was. She was laughing at him and began to aim the ball. "I bet you're gonna cry. It doesn't matter. No one will be there to wipe your tears anyway." And the girl hurled the ball at Magnus. He held up his hands and felt so angry at them for being mean that he wished the ball would pop. Suddenly, the ball exploded in a flash of blue light and landed deflated next to Magnus.
I'm sorry. I don't know what happened. I can try to fix it.
The children gasped. Then they started throwing sticks and stones and shouting at him, "Weirdo, you broke our ball. He did it on purpose. He just doesn't want anyone to have fun." Serena ran forward in front of Magnus to shield him.
Leave him alone. He didn't do anything.
A few sticks hit Serena, but when she didn't move, the children began to make faces at her before they left. Serena dusted herself off and went to check on Magnus, who was huddled holding the ball.
My name's Serena. Are you okay?
I'm sorry. I didn't want you to get hurt. It's all my fault. Why did I break that ball? It's all my fault. I'm weird. It's all my fault.
Look at me. Look at me. I'm okay. Nothing's wrong. You're not weird at all.
But I get so nervous around people. I can't talk right. People get confused. That's why I read.
There's nothing wrong with you. If you like to read, then that's what you want to do. That's who you are. Better to be you and happy.
You don't think there's anything wrong with me? No one's ever said that to me.
You're funny. I like you the way you are. More people should.
Serena gave Magnus a big hug. Magnus had never felt so happy because of what someone else had said. A blue light sparkled around the ball in Magnus's hands. When he opened them, the ball was fixed.
I fixed it.
You can do magic? You can do magic.
Magic? Well, I don't know. I mean, if I focus when I'm thinking about being happy, I can fix things, but I wouldn't call it magic.
You're funny. Atlas, the boy can do magic, just like me.
I saw. Tell me, lad, have you ever had strange things like that happen before?
Maybe. I trip on things I could have sworn weren't there. I guess I'm okay at fixing things around the house. but I can only do it when I'm not nervous.
Wow, that's amazing.
Come with me a minute, lad. You see this wall? I want you to put your hand on the wall and concentrate like you did with the ball.
I don't know. I don't think I can help. And what if I can? I'll let you and Serena down.
Don't worry, you could never let us down. Give it a try. You can do it. I believe in you.
Magnus touched the stone wall and closed his eyes. But nothing happened. He began to frown when Serena grabbed Magnus's hand and gave it a squeeze. Again, Magnus could feel the warmth and care from Serena as it made him happy and hopeful. The broken stones began to glow, and it was like time itself was rewinding. The pieces began to glue themselves together in midair. All of a sudden, the stones zoomed into place one after another. Finally, the shingles danced in the air and found their places on the roof. The library was as good as new.
That's incredible. See, I knew you could do it. Next time, just listen to me.
I've never done anything like that before.
Quite impressive. It seems I found 2 students.
Wait, you don't mean me? But you're Atlas, and I'm just me.
You're brilliant. I'll be there too. We can help each other. You have to live with that.
You're going to help me, but why?
There you go being funny again. Because we're friends.
You want to be friends with me? Are you sure? I mean, you could still say no.
Too late. You're stuck with me. Can't go back now.
Then it's decided. Learning magic is not easy. One must practice daily and learn to control your feelings. With your talents, though, and each other, I think you can do it, with a little help from me, too.
True to his word, Atlas trained the 2 in the complex and mystical ways of magic. Each of them was gifted in different ways, and together they could do great things. Magnus could shift energy and move objects with ease.
Would you like to dance, Serena?
Of course I would. Oh, you're making the broomsticks dance with us, Magnus. Look at them twirl and swing about. Fireworks? You can make fireworks too? It's just like a ball.
Serena could teleport and create beautiful objects just by thinking of them. She had even made herself a tall, pointed hat like Atlas had, but in black.
Bet you can't find me.
Where'd you go, Serena?
Here.
There's nothing here but ice carved into an owl?
I made that for you, but I'm over here now.
Serena, well, 1 minute you're here and then next you're over there. Oh, it's like chasing the wind.
That's what makes me me. You wouldn't have it any other way.
Serena and Magnus became the best of friends over the years. The 2 were inseparable. Atlas couldn't have asked for 2 better students. Soon everyone was talking about their great stories. They had put a giant ogre to sleep to save the village. They'd made music fill the air to brighten people's lives. The 2 had even learned how to glide through the air with just their minds. Everyone began to call them the Wonderful Wizard and the Witty Wizard Magnus. But one day, trouble struck when a sinister warlock descended on the land.
Poor fools. You will become weak and dependent on old Atlas. Watch as I, the great and powerful warlock Dante, change the very weather. Ice, coast, cease!
Dante's spell caused lightning to erupt from his fingertips and into the sky. Dark and gloomy clouds began to form. The people of the village panicked and ran as thunderous bolts of lightning struck the ground. People headed toward the river, but a giant wave of water threw them to their feet. With a loud creak and a terrible twist, the large water wheel from the nearby mill began to levitate.
Running away? I think not. I will change this old wheel into something frightening. So I have said it. So it shall happen, integris infinitum.
The wheel began to turn faster and faster. Soon it was whizzing so fast it became just a blur. Water from the river got pulled up into it, and dark gray clouds were pulled down to it. A massive cyclone formed and began to tear through the village.
Dante is putting everyone in danger. He's letting his anger run amok. We have to combine our power. Sigma A naught.
Atlas's spell caused the clouds to fade away from the sickening cyclone.
My turn. Pi cosine plus.
The torrent of water subsided, and the wheel was left spinning wildly in the air.
Let's put that wheel back where it belongs. Pi secant dt.
The wheel slowed down and slowly drifted back into place against the mill. Only the powerful storm remained, but Atlas fell to his knees from exhaustion.
Atlas, are you all right?
I'll be fine. I'm not as young as I used to be. I can't stop Dante. Listen to me. I've seen you both grow into great users of magic. But when the two of you are together, it's unthinkable what you can achieve. You make each other so confident and happy that your magic can fix any problem. If you work together, no matter how vicious or angry Dante's thoughts are, your happiness will stop this warlock's rampage and make things right. Please protect the land.
Of course.
We'll stop Dante. We won't let him hurt anyone.
The witch and the wizard flew to the top of the mountain where Dante stood, hurling electric bolts and blasts of wind. His long white hair and dark red robes whipped around him as he laughed.
Only the two of you? Old Atlas is too afraid to face me. I'll defeat you and then conquer the land.
You're an evil man, but we don't want to hurt you. Stop now, and everything can go back to normal.
I am the master of the imaginary and the unseen. You can't tell me what to do. I could move mountains. Fear me, and all I can do.
Dante raised his arms, and as he did, hundreds of giant stones and trees lifted up into the air and flew towards Serena. Magnus didn't stop to think. All he cared about was protecting Serena. He rushed in front of her and conjured a large magical shield. As the boulders and trees hit the shield, the blows created colorful, shimmering rainbow sparks. But Serena and Magnus were safe.
You saved me from the stones.
I couldn't let anything happen to you.
Oh, look, the silly wizard saved his friend. What a waste. That was a petty trick compared to the might of Dante.
The storm grew worse, and a giant blast of lightning struck Dante, and he began to glow as the mountain shook and began to crack.
He's building up energy.
We have to hurry. I'm not sure I could stop a blast that strong, but I'll protect you no matter what. I'm not going to disappear.
I have an idea. If I freeze him, I can teleport him far away where he won't do any harm. The only thing is, I've never teleported someone else. I don't know if I can.
Look, I believe in you, Serena. I always have, and I always will.
Then he doesn't stand a chance.
What are you doing? Just standing there? Oh, wait, my legs. I can't move them. They're being covered in ice. This is impossible. No one can stop me. No one.
He's frozen solid. Now, I just need to concentrate.
Serena closed her eyes, but the frozen warlock remained. Serena began to frown, but just then Magnus grabbed her hand and squeezed it. Serena began to smile. She thought about all the happy things that had happened to her and all the people she cared about, the people in the village, Atlas, and of course, Magnus. She had to keep them safe. All these thoughts raced through her head. Dante's frozen body began to rise in the air. A large cloud of dark smoke engulfed him. With a powerful boom, he was gone. The warlock's terrible storm stopped, and the sun began to shine.
I did it. I did it. I never thought I could do something like that. I didn't think I had it in me.
Now you're the one being funny. Of course you could. I knew it because I believed in you, Serena.
Guess I'm stuck with you.
Yep, too late to go back now. I'm curious, where did you send Dante?
I put him in the middle of a glacier. He won't thaw out to bother anyone for a long time. By then, he should learn to be less angry.
Serena and Magnus became the heroes of the day. Atlas couldn't have been prouder, and the evil Dante was never heard from again. All was as it should be, peaceful. The end. Thank you for joining us today. We hope you enjoyed our story. Now remember, like us on Facebook and follow us on our YouTube channel. And until the next time, we are the Pass the Time players. Bye.
Bye.